Hello guys, the first of the month is here, which means it's time for another look at Dapp Radar to compare EOS, Ethereum, and Tron Dapp stats compared to the first of the month last month. Over here on the right hand side, I do have my tribe article from last month pulled up, which has the three categories we are tracking for the Dapp platforms individually, as well as the snapshots of the overall, comparing all three Dapp platforms together by user numbers, 24-hour transactions, and 24-hour volume numbers. So starting off, we will take a look at the total number of dApps here, starting off with EOS. And if we scroll to the last page, we have 361 dApps on the first of the month, April 1st. Last month, we came in at 336 dApps, so continuing to see growth there. Next up, we'll take a look at Aetherium. Last page on Aetherium brings us 1,430 dApps, up from 1,405 last month. And finally, Tron. Tron comes in at 220 dApps this month, up from 167 last month. So a good-sized jump there for Tron, the biggest of the bunch in terms of month-over-month amount of dApps being listed on Dapp Radar. So next up, we're going to get into the actual usage categories here, and we're going to take a look at dApps over 10,000 24-hour transactions, the number of dApps. And we will just start off with Tron for this one, because we're already here. 24-hour transactions on Tron, and we're coming in at, minus that first ad, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 dApps over 10,000 24-hour transactions for Tron. That is up 1 from last month. Next up, we'll do ETH. ETH's always easy. ETH has 1 this month. ETH had 1 last month. Not much to see there. And EOS. Number of dApps with over 10,000 24-hour transactions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. BetX is 13. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. EOS Play is 26. 27, 28, 29. 29 dApps with over 10,000 24-hour transactions for EOS. That is down a couple from last month. So we're seeing a slight regression there in terms of the first of the month, month-over-month comparison here for the amount of dApps over 10,000 24-hour transactions for EOS. And the final category where we look at the dApps individually is users over 24 hours. Starting off with EOS on this one, last month brought us 21 dApps with over 1,000 24-hour users. This month we have 12. Wow, another big drop there this month for the month-over-month comparison. Only 12 dApps, down from 21 last month on the first of the month with over 1,000 24-hour users. So quite a large drop there for EOS. Next up, Aetherium here. Let's see what their user number brings us. 1, 2, 3. 3 dApps with over 1,000 24-hour users. Up! And the largest we've seen here in 5 months now. ETH with 3 dApps over 1,000 24-hour users. Wow, very interesting there. And finally, Tron. Tron last month had 10, down from 16 the previous month. Let's see what they got this month. Coming in with 12. Tron has 12 dApps with over 1,000 24-hour users. So, big drop for EOS. Quite a large gain for ETH, going from 1 to 3. And Tron up from 10 to 12 dApps. Alright, so now looking at all the dApps together under the All tab and taking a look at the top dApps with 24-hour users this month. Scroll down here, get rid of that first ad, and we see EOS, Tron, EOS, EOS, Tron, EOS, Tron, EOS, Tron, Tron. That is through the 10 spot there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for EOS, 5 for Tron. Last month we had 8 for EOS, 2 for Tron. EOS in the 1 through 8 spots. So Tron definitely making a push, getting itself into a 50-50 tie through the top 10 in terms of users over the last 24 hours. With, again, like last month, no Aetherium to be found in the top 10 through the top 13 for the top dApps with the largest amount of users over the last 24 hours. So next up, we'll sort by transactions over the last 24 hours for all 3 dApp platforms. And I have last month's pulled up here as well. We had Tron in the 1 spot, then EOS running in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th spot. Tron in the 9th, EOS in the 10th. This month we still have looking like the same thing. Tron coming in the 1 spot, EOS in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and Tron in the 10th spot. So still have Tron bet in that number 1 spot, but EOS did overtake Tron here for their spot they had back here. Tron Vegas was the one over here. It's now Tron Crush down here. So same stats there compared to last month in terms of 24-hour transactions. Tron in the 1 spot, then EOS making up 80% of the top 10 there, and Tron having one final one in the lower portion of the top 10, just like we saw last month. So not much change. And finally, my favorite one, get to see where the money moves around at. Let me pull up 24-hour volume numbers from last month, and we'll compare that to volume numbers this month. So last month, Tron in the number 1 spot in terms of 24-hour volumes with 8.2 million. And then EOS and 1 ETH, and there was 1 more Tron. So Tron in the 1 spot with 1 more Tron in there. Everything else was 1 ETH, and the rest was EOS. This month, Tron in the 1 spot. EOS, Tron, ETH, wow. EOS, ETH, Tron. So there's 3 ETHs in terms of 24-hour volume numbers in the top 10 with FCK, Dice2Win, and IDEX. So a big push there for Aetherium. Did not expect that one. So it looks like Aetherium has taken, at least on the snapshot of the first of the month, April 1st this month, has taken some of these EOS spots we saw last month, because Aetherium only had 1 in there last time. Tron had 1, 2. This month, Aetherium has 1, 2, 3. Tron has 1, 2, 3 as well, which those Aetherium numbers surprise me. Seeing a little bit of a comeback here across some of these categories for Aetherium. Was not expecting that one. So I guess the short of it really is this month that EOS has taken a little bit of a step back here with seeing some decreases in numbers in terms of number of dApps over 10,000 transactions, number of dApps over 1,000 users, and that is being reflected in all these categories where we have all the dApp platforms, Tron, EOS, and ETH all together. Last month, EOS had a strong 80% hold on most of the categories. This month, it's more 50-50. Through the top 10, EOS has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 50% hold here on the top dApps with the most 24-hour volume. But definitely a step back from those 80% holds we saw last month. As always, guys, I'm going to put up all this information into a new Tribe article with snapshots of the comparisons with all the dApp platforms together, as well as the list from the beginning of the video, going over each dApp platform individually and being able to compare them month over month. So I'll leave a link to that in the description of this video once that is published. If you enjoy these dApp overviews, make sure to drop a like and share them with anyone that might be interested. It's a great way for us to be able to keep track month over month what is happening in terms of growth, or as we see in EOS this month, we're seeing a little bit of regression in the terms of dApp numbers coming out of EOS. So always nice to have an easy to reference spot where every single month on the first of the month we have just solid numbers that we can look at and really see what is happening month over month. So that's going to do it for me for this one. I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, stay living that crypto money life.